Hi, Jason and Caleb. Hope you guys are having a great trip in visiting family in LA. This is your video lesson for today. 3 things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list, and if you have questions at the end or want me to look at anything, don't hesitate to shoot over a message. You're not bothering me. I don't mind at all. So the first thing is flowers. I kind of build off of what happened last lesson. So number 1, flowers. He's doing really great on that last time. I think last time we were kind of doing a lot of moon hopping when we did our flowers. So that's G, A, C, D, D, D. What we want him to do is start getting those moonwalks and everything. So that way by the end of book 1, he's doing all 3 fingers plus thumb without too much fuss. So first off, to get warmed up with that, just have him play like a G note and see if you can get him to do some moonwalks back and forth. Right, just keep it going for me. Maybe do like a competition. You guys can have like a who can do it the longest, and usually my students always win doing something like that. And then once he's comfortable doing the moonwalks, when you got him warmed up that way, see if you can get him to do G, A, B, C, D, 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 right? With all moonwalks. What I would do is like give him the instruction to do it with moonwalks, and then like have like a bell or something like that, or the jingle bell that I have here, and jingle that if you see him use a finger in a row. We call dragons. We don't want to drag through the strings, right? We want to make sure we're moonwalking. So having that kind of auditory cue, that way he can focus on playing the notes and realize, oh, something happened. I did a repeated finger by accident. So work on that for me. Oh, and then also to making sure that when we do flowers, a lot of kids get confused because we spend so much time on Twinkle, getting in Twinkle position, like Say Cuckoo, where we started getting that ring finger down. The first thing we did, make sure that we start with our fingers in moon finger position, so we don't have any fingers down. Do that separately from the moon walks. Might even start with that first. Can he just get in position with his fingers above without putting this down first and then going here? So start with our fingers in moons, and then once he can do that comfortably, throw in the moon finger or moon walks. Don't do 2 hard things at the same time. If he's having trouble remembering to keep his moon fingers up, don't throw the moon walks in yet. Right. Cool. Number 2, what I also like you to work on is lightly row, beginnings of lightly row. Last lesson we got down, I think we were able to play through all the way through Twinkle, which is great. We're making headway. Remember, Twinkle is the hardest song in the whole series. There's a lot of truth to that. But lightly row, what we're gonna do is maybe you can have a guitar, or maybe you can get that little keyboard thing and play him the first note. See if he can find the first note of lightly row. And the instruction is that it's the same notes that are in Twinkle. No notes are different. We're not gonna do anything weird up here. They're all the notes he already knows. He's got to find that first note, which is D right here, right? So have him find that, and then go ahead and give him the second note, which is B. And then what I usually I'll do there is, how many B's did you hear? So they'll find the note first, and I'll play, how many did you hear? More often than not, they say, I heard 2. Or they may say, I heard B, but then you clarify the instruction that, no, I heard 2 different notes, right? Or 2 of the same note. And then so you can put that together. D, B, B. And then you repeat that same procedure for C and A. So what you'll do is you'll play the note C on a keyboard or another guitar or something, have him match it, and then play the A. How many A's did you hear? I heard 2, and then have him play 2 A's. Do those separately for a little bit if he's getting them consistently back to back. So say if he's getting D, B, B, C, A. Oh, and the words, by the way, are lightly row, lightly row. So you might even want to have him practice singing the words to you. Maybe play that to him, if you just want to kind of like, lightly row, and have him call it back to you, so that way he gets the tune in his ear. You should be listening to this one pretty often. Should be always on that in the background, always listening to his music. And then, then what you can do after that, you can probably guess the next part is, so lightly row, and then it's flowers growing up. Don't put that together for him yet. We'll save that probably for next time. I think just getting those first 6 notes consistently back to back would be a good goal for next time. If not, we'll take our time with it. Number 3 are pinky push-ups. This technique isn't needed until Song of the Wind. Right? which is piece number 4, but I want to spend the next 2 pieces getting this technique down because it's not the easiest thing in the world. When I see adult students come in, a lot of times they have issues with their pinky not coming down on the tip of the finger or kind of fused together with the other fingers. So this one needs a lot of training, which is why we're starting this process now. So what you'll do to get this going is off the guitar practice, which is perfect because you're on vacation, maybe at the airport. Maybe you can do a little bit at the airport if you want, or while you're traveling or getting in the car or wherever. What you'll do is you get what I call a coyote hand, right? Because it looks like a little shadow puppet, right? You can make whatever animal you want, but I usually say coyote, and that kids just roll with it. So you get a hand in coyote position right here, and I have my thumb touching the second and third finger, kind of favoring the second finger, the middle finger, right? Because that's our hand placement on the back of the neck right here, right? Kind of like in between those 2 fingers, but kind of favoring the second finger. And what you'll do is literally just have him up and down. It doesn't matter what it does this week as long as you're just going up and down with it. I wouldn't give him the refined technique of like up here and then back down here, right? You try that and see if you can lift up very carefully up to like the middle of the nail and then place it back down very slow, right? That's what it looks like at the end. What we want to concentrate now is just getting the finger just to move up and down on command, right? So if he brings that ring finger up like this as here, that's fine. If he brings it down here, that's fine too. We're just trying to get our finger just to kind of like listen to us, right? So we grab it, or detail work with this guy right here, and grasping here, and then pinky. I'm not sure what too much use is for it out there, other than typing or drinking tea. So when you lift that pinky up, just big motion up, big motion down. Just get him moving it back and forth, right? And make sure to do this on the left hand. It's okay to do it on the right hand too, but we want to practice this on the left hand. So just big motions up and down. You'll obviously roll the dice and get the number of preps that or the number of times you'll have to do that, right? Then what we'll do after that is we'll try to get it like lift up just a little bit, like right to here, and then down slow. And then finally we'll bring it to the face of the guitar or the fretboard of the guitar and have that pinky up and down over here. Right. Like I said, we have two or so songs to get that technique down, so no rush, but we do want to start that process right now. Awesome. Those are the 3 things I want you to work on, and also to making sure review Cuckoo and Twinkle, make sure those are always in check. Like I said, if you have any questions about any of this, when we look at anything, shoot a video over. I'll be more than happy to take a look. Don't forget about our photo contest. Make sure to take a cool photo while you guys are there in LA. Someone did Huntington Beach last year with super cool pictures. So, all right, look forward to see you guys next week, and take care. Bye.